Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Thursday's child has far to go. Friday's child is loving and giving. Saturday's child works hard for a living. And the child that is born on the Sabbath day is bonny and blithe and good and gay.
And welcome to episode 3 of our playthrough of Vaesen from Free League Publishing. The story so far is that our investigators have been invited to Castle Gyllencreutz via mysterious letter, and they have just recently discovered that they are protected in the library from the ghost that is possessing the butler of the castle, Algot Frisk.
You don't like him. He seems so nice.
Fear test. That's what I
Oh,
want.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good luck.
So you actually need... It's a fear of 2. A fear test of 2, which means you've got to get 2 6s.
That was
Gee,
only
y'all
for the people that rolled good, right?
Wait,
What's that? Yeah, yes.
so what are we rolling?
That's empathy.
You choose whether it is...
Logic or empathy.
So the good news is, you choose whether it is logic or empathy, but because you're all in the room together, you get a 4 + 4 bonus die.
Nice.
Oh. Well,
Okay, so
Oh.
empathy and
much
logic
better
are
than last
exactly
time.
the same for me. And we're all in the room, so that gives us +4, you said?
Yes, because when you make a fear check, the more people that you're in a room with, the easier it is to be like...
because we're together.
Right.
Add that flavor.
But you got to get 2 successes.
I got 1.
Okay.
With 8 dice?
0?
0.
Damn,
Okay.
y'all!
So...
Right after rolling 3 6s each.
Here-
The juice was used up.
So here's how this can play out. Oh, okay. For a future note, the max bonus is 3 on the
okay.
team bonus.
So let's
but-
re-roll.
No.
You're cheating. We need to do it over.
Yes, that's
Nice
fine.
try, though.
Yeah.
I guess we can take away that 1 6 you rolled. That was the extra die.
So when you become terrified, you suffer a number of mental conditions equal to the fear value.
Oh, fuck.
So does that mean if I rolled 1, I get 1?
Correct. You would get 1, Sarah would get 2. You can choose to re-roll if you take a mental condition first. So this is what Brad was talking about a little bit of, is it worth taking 1 to avoid 2, but you're risking actually taking 3 if you fail?
You know what? Let's go for 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna do frightened
I am also going to do fright.
to reroll.
Are you gonna
Would you like to
reroll?
borrow?
No, I would.
Okay. Might as well just take your one, right?
Yeah.
Wait, you already had. I thought you already had frightened from the.
No, that was me.
No, from. Oh.
Because we didn't pick one when we just froze.
Freeze, fight.
Right, you're actually still supposed to pick one. I apologize, but we'll revise that for the future.
Okay, so
Because basically, whenever you fail a fear test, you suffer a number of conditions equal to the fear value when you're terrified.
Well, I am angry, frightened, and hopeless.
Did you get 0 successes?
I miss Delta Green.
Do you need to borrow? Do you need to borrow dice, Jill?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Okay.
It's here.
I know, I'm good.
Okay.
How do we remove these eventually?
You can do it via
Breaking shit.
medical care. Basically, so for mental conditions, it takes about a day, and you somebody has to use inspiration on you, and you basically talk it out like, I saw some shit, man, and it was bad. And that's how you remove them. So you probably won't get to remove them easily or quickly today.
I'll be the one helping y'all with that because I got 8 in that.
Dr. Alborn, I know you said 45
Because
minutes
surely
from now,
you're not going to then write a new series of novels about
I mean, what?
fictionalized versions.
Gallivanting with ghosts.
Ghastly gallivanting with ghosts.
I
Ghastly gallivanting with the ghosts.
I think I know exactly how Svetlana is going to react.
So if you still failed, you've taken your conditions, yes?
Yes.
So now you choose whether you flee, freeze, faint, or fight.
I think you get and I'm gonna try to not do this very loud, so warning for headphone users, there's just gonna be a, no, why doesn't this house have a Nissa? And just pass out.
Okay.
I'm going to freeze.
Okay.
I'm in
Oh
the
my.
safest room. So.
Do I recognize that reaction for what it is?
Well, they're both. So she passes out.
Yeah.
He's frozen. And you hear Algot say, "Please join me in the room before your dinner gets cold." And he leaves, and that allows Max to finally move.
What did you see?
She's out.
I start fanning
Okay.
Svetlana.
Mhm.
What do you see?
It's-
Trying to check over her as much as I can.
I caught a glimpse of Elgit in the mirror.
Yes, I mean, he is very
But he wasn't.
creepy.
He had some sort of aura surrounding him. It was bright. It was
Possession.
Like a wisp. Oh, or possession. Mm-hmm. Yes, that must be it.
If he's not the ghost himself, perhaps he's being possessed by whatever is running this house.
And ghosts can't come in here, right?
No.
He hasn't entered the room this whole time.
So I'm just saying, what if we butler nap him and drag him in here?
That is exactly what I was going to say, my good sir. We think alike. I like you.
I don't think we
Would you
could
like some more
force him
scotch?
over the threshold. But perhaps we can find out what it is the ghost wants. Ghosts don't linger for no reason. They're usually still in this realm for regret or anger or seeking some sort of peace.
I once met a ghost who was actually just very thirsty, and I was able to help him pass over to the other side by getting him a glass of water.
So you are volunteering then?
What?
I'm glad someone did.
Lovely. Wonderful.
You do have the most experience with these. I do not believe they do exist, but since you are here and you
Yes,
might as well take care of it.
I may
I
have
have-
underestimated you.
In fact, but that was, of
How
course,
lucky
a
we are to have you
very
here.
simple ghost who just wanted a
Yep.
glass
If
of
you need
water.
any backup, just let me know. I'll be
And-
in this room as you're out there.
Damn you, Jordan. what the ghost wants before I, in fact, do go ahead with the
While you're saying
plan.
this, I'm behind you, slowly pushing you out the door.
But really, Mr. Bjorn, sir, perhaps, though, we might, maybe, all of us together, overcome it better than one might alone.
Am I able to awaken Svetlana?
Are you able to what? I'm sorry.
Awaken Svetlana
Yeah.
from her faint? Okay.
Yeah.
While this is going on, I think I pick
pat
up
you
all
with
of
the
your
damn
drinks and
cloth
just
and you choose
finish
Svetlana.
them.
There's definitely like 6
We're never
glasses
getting
for
out
each
of
of us.
here.
We keep pouring new ones and setting
Yeah.
them down.
I told you it was sadness alcohol.
Alcohol's a depressant.
We're never getting out of here. And Ghost is gonna ghost us. And
Svetlana, what are you good at, dear? You know these things, right?
yes.
Believe in yourself.
But I always have a Nisa to help me. He's so grumpy, but he knows so much about everything. I can't do this.
We're here with you.
But I can't.
You can.
I bring Saga over and she starts sniffing at your face.
I just start bawling into her fur.
She's had a lot of stress.
Saga's good at this.
I just,
She understands.
I just can't.
Snuff, snuff, snuff.
Mother's allergic to dogs and never lets us have one.
Bark. Is there anything in this room that we can use to...
Oh! That's smart.
Yeah.
What is there any? Okay, repeat that. Please.
Is there anything in this room that we can use to either keep us safe outside of this room or to summon the spirit to talk to the spirit?
I don't know, like a book.
A book, perhaps? Or
Go ahead
a
and
Ouija board
give,
under the desk?
so go ahead and give me a investigation logic roll.
Okay, that's not too bad.
If other people are helping, anyone who helps the doctor will give her an additional dice up to 3. So who's helping?
I am helping.
I will also help, and can I utilize some of my equipment?
Such as?
My writing utensils and paper, which give me a +1 bonus to investigate. I'm assuming because I can
Well,
take notes.
if you're helping her, she just gets a flat +1 die.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to roll or anything.
Oh,
Then
okay.
yeah, I'll
And yes.
I'm assuming basically everybody except
Yeah,
Svetlana because she's still...
freaking out.
Perfect, because I only had 3 more die to add on here. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 die.
Nice.
Don't fail us now.
Noonan.
That's
Well, that was a
3.
lot of ones.
We'll take some 6s.
That's 2 6s. Thought I saw one more, but I might have. Yeah, that's 2 6s.
Okay, so you search the library, and sure enough, there are books in here that talk about how to deal with ghosts.
Okay.
One of them spells out a ritual that is basically you have to find out what is keeping them from passing on and help them resolve whatever unfinished business they may have. But you also find a book that says some ghosts store their life force in physical objects or living beings. They can then be banished by destroying the object or killing the living host.
Ooh.
A person who is possessed in this way will feel as though they have another person living inside them. If you can trick the ghost into revealing itself by looking into a mirror and repeating its name, the ghost can be then persuaded or extorted to leave the body.
I am persuasive as fuck.
On the bookshelf, you also find 15 seasons of Supernatural.
Do we think, maybe I'm being presumptuous, do you think it's actually the Elven kilt? Elfenklint that may be possessing Albert?
I mean, she's theoretically the one who wrote the letter. Have any of you ever met her?
And I don't think somebody else would be residing in this home with a possessed butler.
Do they know that this is the
No.
Second Sight Society? No. I will fill them in. I recognize the symbol that was in the wax seal. That it's the symbol of the Second Sight Society. I believe we were brought here because of them, and not necessarily a nice dinner.
What do they do?
What do they do?
So the Second Sight Society, or the Society as it calls itself, is basically people who deal with the Vaesen. Like, because sometimes they act out of sorts, and the Society puts them back into sorts.
So that.
So, are we possibly being brought here because of our expertises with the Vaesen,
Well,
as it were?
I know that as a child I had an encounter, I guess you could call it. Have the rest of you had such a encounter with...
Oh, certainly many, yes, of course.
Well, yes, you are well documented to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have.
If I were to believe, then yes.
I have a niece who lives in my house, and I miss him very much, even though he's terribly grumpy.
I'm very sorry.
You'll see him again soon, dear.
So you don't believe, or do you do?
If I were to believe,
If you were.
then I would have had an encounter.
You should believe.
So currently you don't believe.
Currently, I don't admit to believing.
So
But you do.
so you know that you don't believe, but you're telling yourself that you don't
Yes,
believe.
I think
and
it's
then-
quite clear. Yes.
The word you're looking for is denial.
Yes.
Right.
Like the river.
The river denial.
No, the river in Egypt is denial.
That is...
All right.
My. So perhaps we could find what it is our good galloping ghost friend is looking for,
And help them achieve it.
and help them grant their own wish.
I want to go to Chicago now.
Easier method would be a destroy the host.
I mean, as creepy as his buttling is, I do believe that it is a byproduct of his ghostly presence,
As
and would be wrong, therefore, to murder him.
Is there like a family ledger in here too? Sorry, I'm just gonna keep searching the library.
What do you mean by family ledger?
Like a family tree?
So we're assuming that I'm assuming that the ghosts are being kept in this house. I'm assuming that Max by now has told us about the broken shards of mirror in the suitcase.
Sure.
Have you told us about that, Max?
Yeah, and I also will add that I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea to put those pieces back.
So I would assume that how comfortable am I with the fact that they were talking about feasting on human flesh?
How?
That we can reason with them here. Because if their unfinished business is to eat human flesh, I don't think we can really help them with that one.
I would also like to point out that Algot told us to come to dinner like a while ago.
Yeah.
So he's probably antsy.
How much of an understanding of time does it goes down?
So why don't you go ahead and give me a learning logic roll here?
This is so...
I can help.
There's a lot of...
Or I could do it for you. I have 6.
I also have 6.
Did we do like the same ass shit?
I have 6 as well. So
Okay.
Well, there's only so many skills to
Yeah.
spend on.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't
I just feel like every
Cyberpunk
time Tony
or-
and I say a number, it's the same.
Well, I mean, I'm a private PI, so I just...
It's not. It's not
Yeah.
like Cyberpunk where it's like, oh, I have to take
Yeah. Driving.
driving and
Riding.
motorcycle.
Never take ride.
Then you
Sorry,
would have just
sir.
fallen off.
Well, there's 2.
2 6s.
Okay.
They are planning to feast on our flesh.
So, you think... Do you guys have a...
I have a camera. There's mirrors in it. Would that do anything?
I also have a different related.
He would have to look at his reflection as a ghost.
How? I might want to finish
Only one
Jordan
here who
before I
knows
actually
what I
start
mean.
this.
I have both of them at home and a PS2 well played.
I do.
Oh my god, you should come over.
Think about the phrasing of that, and you don't think it's cannibalism. You think those ghosts want a ride.
Hostess.
Hostess ho.
Host.
Any other questions?
Do I... Can I use... This is a question instead of the question of the thing. Can I use this question to find out the name of the ghost that is possessing Algot? Or no? I feel like that's too much of a gimme.
So, I will tell you this. The information you seek is not in the library,
Of course it's
but rather in the Great Hall of the castle.
not. Okay.
Like you remember as you were kind of walking around that the Great Hall basically had all of these pictures of people hanging in it.
Okay.
The Yillen Hall.
The Yillen Hall. The Jake Hall, you could say. Okay. That is exactly what
No
I
love for
wanted, Rob.
Maggie? Come on, guys.
I do
I
like
do love Maggie.
I do,
She's
but
in one of
All
my
right.
she deserves more respect.
How tall is the mirror above the mantle?
Sounded like it was pretty big.
It's big, but if we
were to link arms and put it in the middle of us, would we cover it enough where no one would notice it was there?
Oh my goodness.
no.
So we couldn't use the spinning mirror technique.
You could you could
Did you learn
pull
it
it
at
off
Army?
of the wall and move it if you wanted to, but you could not make a human disco ball.
Okay.
We could, I mean, theoretically, we could do it with all the shards that are of the other mirrors. But okay, that's not.
The Great
You
Hall
want
is
to-
on the way to the dining room, right?
Does anybody have like a makeup compact or
I'm
something
gonna start
like that?
taking this off the wall
Oh.
as everyone else.
I have
is.
a crystal
That's a good
ball.
question. I might have a
Like for
mirror
checking
in the
people's
doctor's-
breathing.
In the doctor's
Like
bag?
for checking people's breathing.
You have small mirrors, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna be removing this from the wall as everyone's talking.
Okay, give me a physical force roll.
You're gonna break the mirror.
Probably.
7 years of bad luck.
I am going to put my little mirror in my sleeve.
In your quick job mirror sleeve.
If we can find the name, I think I could convince him to say it.
I believe that Algot has a lot of useful information. So
I am now exhausted and rolling again.
Anybody helping me?
Mr. Bjorn?
I got 2 6s this time.
Okay.
Mr. Bjorn, what are you doing?
We needed a mirror. There's a mirror right there. I'm getting a mirror.
I
I have a mirror?
You do.
I don't know if we could justify walking with that through the building. But, I mean, unless Frisk says something, I don't think I would say no.
Well, then
Let's
let's
just
hold it
go
behind my
with
back.
it.
Let's go.
Okay. Then
All right.
let's find this name.
can I... Oh boy. I feel like one of us might need to appease Algot and go to dinner.
I think we should all...
I'll go to dinner.
We should all just take a slow walk through the Great Hall upon our way to the dining hall.
And while we are there, we could remark upon the portraiture
yes, we
that
can.
is there.
We can ask
And
questions
ask
about
questions
it.
about it.
For
Yes.
example.
I like the way that you think.
I also like the way that you think.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?
Okay, so you're going to the Great Hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking around at the pictures.
Okay.
Casually.
Now, when I have the frightened thing, does that mean that I have a disadvantage when I roll?
Correct. For every condition that you have that's either mentical. What word is that?
Mental
or
works
physical?
perfectly fine for my
Yeah, you're pretty mentical right now. For every condition that you have that's either a mental or physical condition, you subtract 1 dice from any rolls on that side of the fence, basically. So you're
Sold that
down
book, I
minus
should've just not
3
sold that book.
on
Any mental check?
anything mental.
Logic and empathy.
Yeah, logic and empathy.
Okay, then I have been rolling too many dice since the garden.
Okay.
But I will remember to do 1 less die.
And
That's
now
it.
we know.
Yes.
I did not explain that, so that is not your
learning.
fault.
I
So
should've
you're
asked
down
what the
1
consequences
die for
were.
physical stuff because you're exhausted.
And now I'm fucked.
I'm
Just
down 1 on
make
mental
all
stuff
physical.
because I sold a book.
Yeah, that's not better on.
Okay. So we get to the Great Hall. Can
Okay.
we start looking at the portraiture? I'm assuming they have like little brass
Name tags?
name tags.
Mhm.
There's
I'm
another word I'm
Dragging
thinking
the
of.
mirror behind us.
Do you need help? I will help you.
Maybe we put a pillow under it so it doesn't scrape up.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, well, because you got 2 successes, you're not making massive noises.
Can I help him?
It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
You can help. You don't have to roll for it.
Who wants to make the observation roll?
Well, I have 6
I
observation,
know
but
6.
I'm down 1, so
Oh,
technically 5.
5. Also 5.
My observation is 4.
So I got 3.
Listen, I can run. I don't want to talk about it.
With your
right now.
negative 3 on it?
No,
Can we both
I
do
have
it
3.
since we both have 5?
No, one of you
okay.
has to pick, and one of you has to help.
I will.
So
help.
whose luck is better right now?
Luck?
Like
Yours.
your actual dice
You're rolling
luck.
better. I was
Okay.
like, we don't have luck, Rob.
So I
Where
have-
on this sheet is
So I
luck?
have 6 dice.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you and Stabi are looking.
I got 1 6.
Okay. So
This is where we all die.
no, you're looking, and what you find interesting is that there are large portraits, and these are very clearly these are the members of the society at this time. But then there are also several smaller portraits that are about like a foot square that have veils on them, and they surround you're walking through, and you're basically seeing a visual history of the of the society through the years, and then surrounding each big picture are the smaller pictures, and the majority of those have veils draped on them.
So we start looking under the veils.
The last big portrait that you find, there's 6 people in it. One of them is... I'm sorry, there's 7 people in it. One of them is identified in an unveiled portrait as Linnea Elphaclint.
There were 7 rotting crosses
There were
outside.
and 7 people in this portrait.
They're all dead just like we're going to be.
But there are only 6 mini
Veiled.
portraits. Linnea and 5 veiled.
Oh, so there's one.
Missing. Can we are there names on the large portrait as well, or are they all only on
They're
the
only on the small ones.
Is there a shadow on the wall, as if there was a picture there for a long time that's been sun damaged around it, but there's no longer a frame?
Also, is Algut in
That's a
the
good
portrait?
Yes, he's in the larger portrait.
In the background.
And and he's actually not veiled as well. So Linnea and Algut
Okay.
are unveiled. Sorry for revising as we go.
So there's only 3 veiled. No,
4 veiled.
Linnea and Algut, but
And
there's
then-
7 people in the big picture.
So one is missing.
And
7 crosses outside.
well, you kind of you're going through an unveiling and going that guy, that girl, the one that's missing, that's in the portrait, the cook.
Whose food we're fixing to eat.
Makes sense.
Cookie.
Oh, I see that you have been enjoying the previous personages of the society.
Yes,
Oh,
of course, the
yes.
art is so well done.
Sorry we
It's
took so
just
long.
such a
I
beautiful-
said I had to pee, and when I said it, everybody else realized that they had to go.
Yes,
Why
but
did you have to remark upon it?
I'm sorry.
Of course, the one
I have received word from Madame Lene that we are to begin the process of dinner before she
Is
arrives.
Lene the chef? Oh no, who's our current chef?
Who is our current cook?
Yes, I would like to. I would love to know the name of our.
I have made up a stew to keep everyone to satisfy everyone's appetite.
Oh, you're possessed
by the.
This is
I'm
so
part of the
mean of you!
So sorry.
Terrible!
I see we have begun, and I'm going to spin around and attempt to show the mirror.
Okay.
Going poorly.
Sarah!
It's going
It
poorly.
totally makes sense, but oh my goodness.
So
This is.
so for initiative.
I was gonna try to say that he was so busy that he shouldn't be cooking.
I was
Shouldn't there be
gonna ask-
someone else who does it?
I was going to ask if he had always been the cook or if someone else had been the cook.
Listen,
previously.
this is what you get when
The
you have
shit
an
got
angry,
started.
frightened, and hopeless 20-year-old.
Sarah is flashing back to some college stuff right now.
I also like how initiative was started by, look at this!
So go ahead and take an initiative card from that deck. Just don't look at it.
Can I
You
take
don't-
it from anywhere?
You can take it from anywhere.
God, I love Tony trying to cover that up.
Right.
I will point out I've been on the phone all day, so it was nice.
To yell?
To
Breath.
I've been talking to water all day.
All right. So
Has it been talking back?
I mean, I did get dived on by
the
some
babbling
swallows.
brook with the Baron.
The bearded.
Blue-footed booby.
The bearded baby.
so we're going up from initiative. So low card is best.
Are we
So
flipping?
when I call out the number, flip it and go.
But
We haven't,
We haven't
looked
looked.
at it.
Oh yeah, everybody look.
Okay. You didn't tell us to look yet. Wait. Okay.
You may also actually, you guys get to
Stop looking at my card.
choose to swap initiative cards before the round has started. So you guys flip and tell us what we got.
Well, Tawny and I are paired up.
69.
That's like 96.
That's good to say. Way to-
96.
I have lucky number 7.
Ah.
Oh,
Uno.
crown's on top.
2.
It's not a line on bottom.
Oh, I have the 9.
So we were right.
2
All right.
and 1.
So you may. So basically, now is the time to discuss what your strategy is. Now that the
Well,
Can I?
I feel like Algot, when he's not possessed, has a lot of info we could use, so killing him is probably not.
No, I agree.
I like that Tony keeps looking at Ethan when he says
Yeah.
that. Like, I know that's your plan.
I
A,
knew if anybody
dude.
was going to do it, it'd be
I think we need to get him to yell the name of the
Are
cook.
you sure?
Well, that's fair.
I agree that we should get him to yell the name of the cook.
Yeah, how you gonna do that?
I am charming.
We'll steal his nose.
We can manipulate him.
And
Yeah,
then
we can
he'll-
try to manipulate him into doing it.
Yeah.
But while we're fighting, it's going to be hard.
I don't think I should do anything because I'm pretty
I
awful at most
think
everything right now. So
we
if somebody
should
wants
start destroying the portraits.
But the
That's-
cook's portrait isn't there.
What if we just started unveiling the portraits?
Yes, yes. And we can get him to say who's missing.
I don't think that's gonna work quite as well as you think it would be.
I think, because I really want to try to save Algut if he's not a dead person that's been possessed and brought.
I'm worried that if we unpossess him, he will stop being as creepy.
But we might then have a butler at our castle.
He buttles, sir.
Yes.
So
Right now, I really like him as a character.
I mean,
I
if it's
know.
anything like Scary Movie 2, he's got really tiny hands.
roleplay wise, Aelin would try to save him as much as she
Agreed.
could. So that's where I'm coming at from this. So
Once
yeah.
again, Ethan is outvoted in
But
his murder solution.
Not everybody.
But the question is how we get him to yell the name of the cook.
Well, here's the thing. He's old, right?
Mhm.
Like, this dude's not young.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I'm kind of with Ethan right here.
Just kill him. I think
Because he's old?
that's ageist.
I agree.
Playing an old person myself. I don't
HR
know.
says ageist.
No. I just no, Sarah. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
As a character who values logic, I figure I'd want all the information possible, and if anybody does, a living member of this castle would have a lot.
Agreed.
And especially,
Well, I go after you.
especially.
Am I fighting Sarah? Is that what's happening?
No.
Destroying the host means we destroy the ghost.
It rhymes nicely, so it must be
It
true.
does. Well, we know that's true because it said it in the book. I feel like it. Then we'd have to destroy the mirror pieces that the other ones are left in, but I don't know if that would necessarily destroy them. So we would have to destroy him and then do some sort of banishing
I mean,
ritual
that's
on the rest of the
fine.
stuff.
Well,
But we need to deal with the immediate need,
Yeah.
which is...
I just don't want to kill him.
well, we also have if Rob earlier said that they also have unfinished business. If we could help him with that
Yes.
too,
But
But
now
we're
he's
in a
gonna-
fight now.
Yeah.
Maybe
Could we-
eating dinner is the unfinished business.
is it possible to
But
de-escalate?
Algut made
Maybe
this
we
deal.
need to make a souffle.
But, oh my god.
Should we try? Okay, just to speed this along.
I hope you
should-
enjoyed the one-time Fallout. We had a plan that we just.
Rob did say.
Only time.
Rob did say we could shuffle our initiative cards around. Do we want to have 2 tries at getting him to
Manipulating.
say the name? And then we can do plan B, which is kill the
Murder.
host.
Miss
Okay.
Do we have a
Ghost
plan for him to
card.
say the name?
Manipulate him into saying it.
How
Did
do
he-
you plan on doing that?
Do you have to
Ask him.
say it into the mirror?
Yes.
He has to say it while looking at his reflection
So
in the
we
mirror.
first need to have the mirror up.
I
But you've
have
got
a mirror in my
okay.
sleeve.
You've also got to you drag that mirror in here, so
Here,
that's not the
Yeah.
hard
Yeah.
part.
Okay.
here's the thing. We just need to grab his face, put it to the mirror, make him say it.
Question:
But how do we make it?
if I'm frightened, does that
If
mean
he
I'm too
knows.
frightened to take action? Like if I want to like restrain him?
No,
Oh!
that only just affects your mental.
Okay.
Maybe we can
Stuff.
speak to Algut. We can get to Algut instead
'Cause
of
he's
the
the same
ghost
person
that's
in the-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
no,
we've been-
rather than speaking to the ghost that is possessing him, we speak to Algut and try to break through. Get him to break through and yell the name
That's what I'm
of the
thinking.
You've
chef.
been thinking about talking to the ghost the entire time?
I was thinking
We were
about
all
talking to
thinking
Algut. But I'm glad that now Connie is on the same page.
Okay, well, I'll then
I'm glad you got there.
do the
I am
manipulating thing and
Thank you for clarifying.
It would've-
Maybe
would've
you're
also been
like,
great
that's good.
if you went first and none of us had any idea what you
Yeah,
were
I mean,
That's pretty great.
So how about that then? Rob already said getting him to look into the mirror is not the problem. So just getting him to say the name,
Mhm.
Especially since we're
getting there.
late.
Yeah.
So
So I have 1.
I have 2.
9.
Sick.
I will say, I can use my inspiration instead of my manipulation when charming or deceiving someone for information,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
considerably better and puts me at 8 dice.
I think you should probably give Tanya the first initiative card then.
Here,
You
I
have
like
to go
like
last.
being able to swap initiative cards. It's like, okay, here, because if we get a plan, we can activate it, and then I can totally blow it up.
here we go. You can strike fear. See page 68. It counts as a slow action and does not work against Vaesen. Choose a victim in your zone.
So
Target NPCs must pass a logic or empathy test. Their roll gains bonus dice equal to the number of friendly individuals in the same zone.
But that, if you strike fear, it does the 4 Fs to that NPC, though. Fight, freeze,
is that what?
faint,
Yeah.
or...
But it doesn't
Yeah.
work against Vaesen.
But
Right,
it could
which-
work
Neither one of
against
them are
Alvin.
Vaesen.
No, the
The
ghost
ghost
is the
is-
Oh, the
Vaesen.
ghost is Vaesen, so the
But
Alvin's
It-
not.
they're all all supernatural creatures are Vaesen in this
Okay,
game.
yeah.
Well,
all right.
if I'm not mistaken, was your plan manipulation?
Yep.
Because Tawny and I have the same stats.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But she has the inspiration thing.
right. But what I'm saying is if Tawny goes first, and if we wanted to try again, I can go
Then
second.
you can go second.
Okay. So-
However, I'm a tactician, if you didn't notice.
Yeah, but that's if we want to kill him.
Which means if you listen to what I say, you get a bonus.
Oh, so
Oh.
you like inspire with words.
I plan.
Are you going to be a chaotic...
I dragged the
troll?
stupid mirror in here. We're gonna fucking use it.
So that's fair.
in theory,
Let Ethan
if
go
I go
first.
first, I could be like, you do your shit.
And then Tawny goes second.
And you go third as a backup.
Well, I'll give you this.
And so I shouldn't smash this mirror over him, right? That's not what I'm doing with number 1.
And I'll try to murder when I get to
clarifying.
my turn.
I mean, we are giving
Cool.
Ethan a lot of power right now to fuck
You make
everything.
it... Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he can do whatever he's going to do, and then I'm still going to do what I'm going to do.
Okay, Ethan, are you using tactician?
I'm using tactician as my talent.
Okay, what does that do?
What I wrote down is tell peeps what to do, give them bonuses.
Okay, so what
Fucking
you
helpful, thank you.
should have wrote down.
Yeah.
Wrote. I am just inventing all kinds of words here.
I-
Rotten?
I'm also focused. I forget what that does.
What you have...
So you may want to. So when you pass a ranged combat test and get extra successes, you issue an order to a friend, and
So it's not.
No.
After a ranged combat test.
yeah. So you can shoot at it and then be like, "Okay, I've distracted it."
So we're doing 1-2 like we initially planned
Yep.
instead.
It's on page 52.
Tony.
Oh. Wait.
Ethan.
And you'd have
Do you want me
initiative,
to
and you'd have
go
initiative,
next
and you'd
for
have
the
initiative.
last final manipulation check, Ethan?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, give me your 6, please.
Okay.
Trade with Sarah also.
Why?
Because you're probably better than he is at whatever it is we're doing.
Well,
I
never
don't know
mind.
what it
Never
is.
mind. Never mind. I lied.
She's
'cause
planning
you're
on
fucked.
attacking him
Yep. Never mind. You're fucked.
and doing the
Okay.
same
Okay.
thing.
So you're trying to break
I'm
on
trying to
through
speak
to
directly to Algit.
Okay.
And I am basically looking at him and saying, "Look, Algit, I know you want out of this. I know you want to break through whoever it is that is keeping you inside of yourself. And all you have to do, the only thing I need you to do is tell me his name."
So I'm going to roll first because this is going to be an opposed roll against the manipulation dice that the ghost has, which is 7.
So Tony's gonna lose.
I got 8.
I have 3 6s.
Fuck you!
Mom, how dare you roll low?
I misspelled it.
I don't want to roll these. There's not a fucking 6 in there. I am now...
Did you roll 1 less?
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
she? Oh, yeah.
I am now frightened.
And I think you should be angry. I think angry.
Yeah,
was-
angry
yeah.
is... angry.
I'm going to point out that Rob said the name of this person was in this hall. And I agree with his making it harder for us, and I totally get that, but also, I'm so scared right now.
I got 3 6s! And I rolled 1 less die, so that was... Yep. I got 3 6s.
Ty goes to who?
I'm going to say Ty goes to... let me check. I think that's how it goes.
Side note, you could start mispronouncing the names on all the paintings, and then when you get to the right name, they'll be like, actually, it's, and then you'll know.
Actually.
Well, I think the only thing is because the name isn't on
Oh.
the thing.
Yep.
That's the because if that was the case, I'd just say repeat after me and just yell all the names.
You just say like, "This is Aaron." Actually, that's Aaron.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, this is Aaron."
Son of a bitch. D-nice.
If one of y'all
Actually, it's
says
Denise.
one more silly ass name, you about to feel my wrath.
God, what was the other one? It was D-nice, A-A-Ron.
Principal
Balaki.
O'Shag Hennessy.
You know what we're
Balaki.
gonna find out? The cook was underappreciated. He wasn't even in the photo, and if we had just gone to dinner,
But he was in the photo. He was in the big photo.
he wasn't.
Yes, because there's 7 people in the big photo. And only
Oh, he was. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
What's
Yeah.
the
1
what's,
plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
so what's the third condition that you don't have yet?
Don't know.
Frightened.
Oh, good, because that's the condition that you get.
Oh, good.
But because you're like, Algot, I know you're in there. You just gotta let me get it. And and the
Sorry,
spirit
keep doing it again.
hand
That's
comes out of Algot's arm and lifts you up in the air.
This is not what I was expecting to write.
And you hear Algot in a different voice say, "Crab, torn crab."
Torn crab.
And yeah, and the spirit drops you and says, "You fool, you've doomed this mortal shell." And
So she was cooking crabs.
so that was on 1.
Mm-hmm.
On 2, or who has 2? Okay, what are you doing?
I think I'm doing the same thing, right? Manipulating?
To try and get him to say the name.
Yeah.
We got some kind of clue, clearly.
Torn crab.
So yeah, I think I'm just gonna say
Anagram?
That's
Jumble?
ambigram. No.
What's the word?
Anagram.
Or she just wants people to eat her
Oh.
crab.
so should I use something else to
Or
try
is-
to
or
solve
ca-
an
or
anagram?
Can we... Is it backwards for something? Figured I should just ask, well...
I will say that I also have focus.
Nort bark.
Focus means I don't take any penalties when I do an investigation
Bark
roll.
not.
Do you want to give me an investigation roll?
Sure. Let's see. 1, 2. And then. Whoops. Here you go.
Is it actually torn crab?
I got 1-6.
Okay. Tell me how, or the clue that you found earlier that clicks here that tells you that the cook's name is Torin Crab.
Torn crab.
Oh, I have to come up with a clue? Well, I did open up the master bedroom, so perhaps there was a staff list?
Okay.
Or note, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Signed with the name. Yeah.
He
So-
just winked at me.
That is his name.
Okay.
Great detective work.
The name is Torn Crab.
Torin.
Torn Crab. It's not an anagram, it's not backwards. That's it.
Torin.
I repeated Torin after you said it.
Okay. You just still said torn. It's fine. We're good. We're fine.
Torin Crab!
There we go. There we go. There we go. We're good. Everything's fine.
Okay. Who has the next card?
Me. Okay, so I. God.
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about what I'm going to do on my turn, and it's awful.
Should I put Svetlana to sleep?
Yes. Do it. Because If nothing else, it'll be hilarious.
I mean, I'm down with it. Do what you gotta do. Might be a really good idea because I have
Well,
terrible
but
plans.
except now you know what you have to do.
I do know what I have to do.
Yeah.
Okay. But, okay, so no, because I think I'm so focused on helping Algot that I would sort of let Svetlana fall to the wayside anyways. So I take my mirror and sort of I try to get him into a position where he either has to look at me or look at the mirror that Franz sort of brought.
Mm-hmm.
And just ask Algot, say it again. Torn crab. Say it. Say it. Look here.
Give me a agility physique roll.
Ooh, no!
Oh boy. Enjoy those 3 dice there, Jordan.
Why is that an agility physique roll?
Because she's trying to get into position.
Oh, no. This was bad.
You don't think it would be precision?
I think you're gonna do great.
No, she's trying. She's basically trying to. The way that I'm envisioning this is you're using the mirror that Bjorn brought in and yours to basically cover all the angles so that when you say the name, you have a better chance of
catching him.
Of him looking in the mirror when you say it.
Is assisting a thing? She needs it.
Is that just the fear?
Could Saga help her? Saga is a +1 in close combat.
Yeah, that's okay. Anybody else who wants to give up? So normally you take a fast action and a slow action. We really haven't been counting them because, that's for combat with actual things you can punch as opposed to a ghost. But anybody who. Okay, so you probably still have it because you were just thinking something that's going to be a fast action, so you can help.
Okay.
I think I yell Saga distract and send Saga to bork.
So
Bork.
one of you can, if one of you gives up your slow actions, that'll be the max 3 that Jordan can get.
Yes, because I am technically holding the other mirror, so I'm probably also trying.
So you're.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Story-wise, it makes the most sense that I'd be.
Okay. So there you go. Because if she hits it, you got him.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also push and take in conditions. So
that's true. That's true.
So clearly, you're going to hit it within.
But I have
you're
to
obviously
roll
going to
one
hit
less.
this roll.
No, because this is physical.
That's
This is physical. Never mind,
that's
never
a
mind.
mental.
Yeah.
You're obviously going to hit it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You got it.
I got 1 success.
Okay.
Do I need more than 1 success?
No.
Okay. Oh my god! Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Bork.
Yeah. Saga barks 3 times, and that causes the Tauren ghost to stagger away and look at the big mirror as Aelin says, "Your name is Tauren Crab," and the ghost says, "My name is Tauren Crab," as it billows out of Algot like a fountain.
And I rush forward to grab Algot.
And he.
Is he?
And it says the ghost goes away, or does it?
Do we need to catch him in the mirror and then shatter it?
We could just put it in the library.
Yeah, I think the spirit energy flows out of Algot and into the mirror. Who's going to break the mirror for 7 years bad luck?
I will.
I'm too busy cradling Algot's body.
I already have the mirror, so I would
do.
probably just slam it to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flush wounds.
Is it over? Did we? I mean,
I start
Is
trying.
he alive?
Alga's eyes flutter open.
My dear, you're all right.
I am wondering why I'm upside down.
You were possessed.
By a ghost.
Is the food still safe to eat?
Oh, no. No. Don't eat that food. It is poisoned and it is terrible.
Called it.
Starving.
Do I need to stab him still?
No.
That must be
No,
why the cook was
no.
murdered.
No.
If you stab me, I won't be able to do proper shopping, madam.
We need proper shopping.
So
Wait, are we staying here? Wait, are there more ghosts?
Let's
Wait, why are we staying here?
let's retreat to the library.
So no stabbing.
So I help
No
Al
stabbing.
get to the library and sit
Thank-
him down at one of
Thank
the
you, madam.
couches. I start taking his pulse and doing the
I hand him a
normal
glass of scotch.
Oh, at least you know how to properly pair a scotch with a possession.
You can always count on me for that, sir.
Yeah.
I assume you were brought here at the behest of you.
I take the letter from one of my pockets and hand it to him.
It seems we have all received the same letter.
I see. Oh. It seems that Madam Elphaclint wishes to reform the society, and you are to be its new members.
Is the madam actually coming, or was that a ruse?
I can take you to her.
She's here.
Not exactly. Cut to
Love that. Woo!
the gates opening of the Uppsala Asylum.
Oh.
And Linnea Elphaclint is picking flowers. Algot, it's so good to see you. How are you, my love? And she hugs him, and he basically looks like a cat that just got hugged, and it's just like,
Thank you.
yes, of course, madam. There was an incident at the castle. Is everything all right? Yes. Thanks to these individuals.
I have slain the foe.
Madam?
Are you going to join the society?
I think I would like to know what that would entail.
What does it pay?
From what I've seen so far, it aligns with my interests.
It's not like it would matter.
Yes.
Why do you say that, dear?
Because it's just all stupid, and whatever the society is stupid, and just duh.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that.
Clamped.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
May I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
Why us?
Well, I can understand why I would have been chosen, but I guess the question
You all
Because we all have
have
the sight.
We're the only ones?
No, but they're the only ones that she could find in the area.
So we're just locals.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly local.
Did you
I'm just
want
gonna-
me to flatter you more? Is that
I
what
was
you would
just
have preferred?
curious as to if you were trying to re-establish a society, why we were chosen. And if it's simple as us being close by, well, that's fine.
Because you have the sight, and I know that you have a kind heart.
Well, I don't know about if I have a kind heart right now. I prefer to just punch someone in the face.
Her heart does seem less than kind of late.
She drank the sadness scotch.
There was the
Linnea
sadness.
comes over and gives you a big hug. It's okay. I had a similar experience the first time I ran into something with the society.
How does your house not have a Nisa? It feels so cold, and all of your plants are really overgrown and not taken care of. I want to help with that.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It's yours.
Okay.
The castle is yours.
But
Well, I don't need it.
you're giving us a castle.
Yes, if you're going to rebuild the society, you need to rebuild the headquarters. Silly girl. And she ruffles your hair.
What?
Are you here voluntarily?
I'm here because I choose to be.
So yes.
So how do we get Anissa to stay in your house?
Well, perhaps you could ask your good friend Nissa from home to send a buddy of his, and then...
Well, I don't know if that's the kind of thing you'd want to invite into the castle. The Vaesen are aware that the society and they often have a tiny disagreements here and there.
Is that the way that Nissa is so grumpy?
Well, you said there was a ghost, and that probably chased the Nissa away, yes?
Oh. Ghosts are awful.
Not all of them, dear.
And, did you... What happened with this ghost exactly?
Well, it gallivanted about.
Did you move the body?
What?
Which body?
The body in the garden. Torn's body.
What?
Oh, that is why.
You mean the
spot
dead
was-
spot in the garden that
Yes.
nearly gave us a hat? Why don't you mark things like that, woman?
I was in a hurry.
Well done, the pair of you, recognizing the signs. Likely, if I had been there, we would not have been
We
in
had
the mess
quite
that
told
we-
you about it, if you remember.
Yes, but I wasn't there. I didn't see it. So all I'm saying is that if I had been there...
Thank you, Stubby.
I
Thank you.
don't like you.
I don't like you very well either, so we're kind of in the same boat.
Out of character,
What do
Tony's
you-
character's a dick.
Miss Lene, what do you recommend?
Uh,
Proper burial?
Definitely.
Should probably burn it.
We shall take care of it.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's why the plants are so wonderful.
And you should give Stabby a chance. Her books are rather entertaining and quite spicy.
They are spicy. In fact, you should probably take a look at my Wary Weekend with the Woodwife's Widow.
That's my favorite.
Mm. I appreciate you so greatly. That was one of my favorite works.
Of course.
Well, that was... Well, they still let me read books.
Well, reviews weren't kind. but-
Do you have the ability to hide things?
Well, that would be wrong, wouldn't it?
It might. I slip her a copy of my Merry Masquerade with the Mermaids.
Is this spicy too?
It's a little spicy.
Yes. Makes great toilet paper.
Well, I have something for you.
What's that?
She goes over to one of the flower pots in the garden and like yanks out the flower
God, I love prison storage. Okay.
and hands you a thick stack of envelopes bound with a ribbon.
Why, whatever could these be?
Those are people who write to the society for help.
Oh!
There's something wrong with the Vaesen. They're not acting the way that they used to.
This is quite the stack.
Well, that means you should probably get back to the castle, get a rest, have Algot make you some stew. No, Mom, no stew. Some lamb. No, Mom, no lamb.
Perhaps just a nice sandwich.
Yes, a nice sandwich. Oh,
Lettuce sandwiches are really good for you.
I would love a nice
think they
sandwich.
are.
The food here is not the best.
They're really.
But then in the morning,
You want to lose weight?
go into the library where you're going to be safe. Read the letters and decide whom you help first.
Or you could stay in the castle and write one of your books and we can go help people.
I help people.
It sounds like a wonderful place to start, Lene. Thank you very much.
In your age, you help people.
I'm not that old, you little bead.
One of the orderlies comes by and says, "It's time for your medicine, Mum." "Oh, it's time for my medicine, Mum. Well, it was lovely meeting you all. Now, I'm certain that everything we talked about here was just us having a fanciful a discussion that was in no way, shape, or form actually real.
Agreed.
Yes.
Of course.
Right.
Lead away, Captain.
Stew is fake.
And the orderly leads Linnea back to her cell in Uppsala Asylum.
Comfort.
And that is where we end our first tale of the Vaesen. We'll be back with our first after show. We're calling them the Meanwhile back at the castle, where not only do we develop experience points for your characters, but we also develop experience points for the castle, and you get to unlock new facilities. So please join us for that if you're interested in the game side. Otherwise, we'll see you next week for our next adventure in the world of Vaesen. And welcome back to Meanwhile Back at the Castle. This is where we do the administrata and character development stuff. So this is not a story piece that you need to watch if you're interested in just the story. But I think that it's important to document the actual, I want to spend experience points to gain stuff, because that's part of the fun of playing these games, is you get to watch this character develop. Now, in Vaesen, there is an additional development piece as well, because you also get to level up your castle. So we're going to be doing both of those pieces here. Tony and Ethan are already shopping for rooms. I've also got the book set as well. And I think in general, we can talk about what sort of things do you want the castle to be able to do. So let's get started with the personal development first. And here are the questions. Did you participate in the session?
Yes.
Yes.
Then you get 1 XP.
Woohoo!
Did
Where
you?
does the XP go?
Right.
Right there.
Little
Gotcha.
Did you confront any Vaesen?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Did you identify a previously unknown Vaesen?
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Because you didn't know that.
We've
Oh,
never,
no,
we've
no,
never
to
met a
us.
ghost before.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Were you affected by your dark secret?
I think we all were, at least in our intros.
Episode wise?
Not
Yes.
really.
Yes.
I mean,
This is a personal one.
Yeah.
I'm trusting you to decide.
I begged you for drugs, so.
Did you take risks to
I got
protect other people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went into the master bedroom.
I tried to stop
Was that protecting
Svetlana
anyone?
from entering the dead circle.
I mean, it was not really.
I don't think it.
I mean, the big battle was kind of...
I gave up my turn to help with Jordan's role.
You
I
were
did.
protecting Mr. Butler.
Have you learned anything? And if so, what?
Ghosts.
Tawny's character is a dick.
Your character is an acorn.
The
I
The
know.
ghosts were the friends we made all along.
I learned a whole lot about ghosts today.
the lady of the castle is in an asylum.
That's true.
The fact that this organization exists.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you develop something in your headquarters? I guess we'll come back to that.
I mean, so yes.
Yeah. And did you perform an extraordinary action?
Is that a specific thing, or is that...
It just says extraordinary. I would say an extraordinary action. I think Jordan probably got that one.
With Algit.
Yeah.
Possession.
Okay, yeah. So Jordan's the only one.
I don't think it did.
Okay. So for each of those, you get an XP. If you have 5 or more, you can buy in advance, which means you can either increase the value of a skill by 1 step or buy an additional talent.
Oh.
So
We have
You
to
don't
look at the
have
talents
to.
in between episode.
yeah, you can look at that stuff in between episodes, because I want to go into the castle development a little more in detail.
I would ask, would we count Max talking to the ghost in the mirror as something extraordinary?
I don't think that was a feat. Right?
I just want everybody
I
to
feel
be
like
strong as possible.
I feel like for extraordinary, I feel like that's more of a okay, who did the coolest thing in the episode?
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I feel like, yeah. Okay.
Walking on broken glass.
So nobody actually was broken.
Correct.
Some folks got
Very close.
real
though.
close. Because if you're broken, then you have to make a you have to see if any defects or insights that you get from being broken become permanent, but we don't have to worry about that. Now let's talk about upgrades. Oh, is that it? Did I do that wrong? Where's the...
I want to point out that self-flagellation tools is something that we could get if we really wanted to.
That goes with a lot of the religious stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of religious stuff in the...
Only prerequisite for that is the dungeon.
I also believe you can take talents out, the general talents now too. So
Okay.
Okay.
you
Yeah.
don't just have to stick with yours.
That's what I was wondering.
I also saw something about pigeons.
So where
Yeah,
does it
there's a
say
pigeon,
where you get
Pigeon coop.
upgrade points? Did I miss that? Oh, here we go. Questions for development points. Did you play at least one scene at the headquarters? Yes.
Yes.
Did you encounter a new type of Vaesen?
Tony,
Yes.
are you recording this?
Where do I record this?
On
Development
the,
points.
For the
Oh,
the house sheet.
house.
okay. So we have two, right? Right now.
Did you visit a place of magic?
I
I'm gonna
mean,
go with no.
The library?
The library.
Oh, okay. All right, 3. Were you subjected to magic?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
They were. With the
I think-
heart attack shenanigans.
Is that considered magic?
Fear is not magic. There is an
Okay.
actual magic-like score
Oh, okay.
that I didn't get to use because you guys jumped all on top.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Um,
Or not killing it, actually.
did you bring occult books or other important items back to headquarters?
No.
Nope.
I put a copy of my book in the library.
No.
Is that book a cult?
I refuse.
Yes,
No.
it was called My Merry Meanderings.
So no.
-1.
Yeah.
We're taking a development.
Did you
point
make
away.
important contacts?
Alga?
Yeah, with Linnea and
Okay.
Algut.
Was the mystery particularly difficult and epic?
Yes.
Yeah. It was really tough.
Did you solve the mystery?
Yes, so it's out of 5. We did.
Okay. So that's 6 development points.
Okay.
Now there are 3 different types of upgrades: facilities, contacts, and personnel. So based on the character types that we have in the group, you could get there is an infirmary that is available for all 6 points.
Seance parlor.
You could get
We could do a local tavern.
a seance parlor for 5, a local tavern, which is basically where you go when you're not at the castle. There is a... Let's see. I'm just looking at the stuff that... You could go and get an occult library if you want your library to become super cool.
Days.
That would give us the ability to store up to 3 power items or magic items from previous mysteries.
The cellar vault?
The occult archive. Oh, I was looking at occult archive. Wrong thing.
Well, the occult library is right above that. Or right below that, yeah.
Once per mystery, a player character can gain a free success on a roll for locating or understanding occult knowledge.
You get a chef, you could get a...
Gymnasium.
Well, let me ask you, what do y'all want here?
I feel like the Occult Library would be a really good way to go.
However, some of these are like we can heal conditions, which might be nice.
Right. I mean, I'm pretty cool with whatever, so I'm not gonna like freak out.
Is there the stables? Because that one gets you a horse, I believe, automatically.
Don't
Well,
we already have a horse?
Yeah, no, she has a horse.
I have
Yeah.
all this. He's
Oh,
lying.
Because when you're like, I'm going to go to the mystery and go to the town, like, you have to find a way to get there.
That's true.
Resources 5 or Vagabond in the group?
Does anybody have resources 5?
I have resources 5,
It's unlocked.
but I also have a horse already.
You got to take the bus.
What is pushing a
annals of
recovery
society.
roll? What's the difference between... That means when you make a recovery roll, anybody can push to try to succeed
Mm-hmm.
for the infirmary?
When do we make those
that's-
recovery rolls?
Well, either at the end of the game, or like if you're like trying to get rid of conditions.
I do think it does make sense for the stable.
The recovery stuff is like, you could try and do it in the field, but it's basically like a quick patch or a shake it off, here's a nip of brandy.
Yeah.
Whereas like doing it at the castle is a lot more, it heals a lot more, and it's a little more permanent.
Yeah.
Plus, if you fail in the field, you have to do it. You can't do it again in the field. It's not like, sorry, your bone's broken. I can't do anything for you until we get back to the castle.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I don't think I see any... Oh, wait, nope.
It allows us to bring scrawny horse for each player for the stable, which is not bad.
No, the infirmary might be nice if we think we're going to get into physical fights.
We don't want to get in physical
I
fights.
know.
But it
If
might be
we're
nice to
trying to-
have if
yeah.
you...
True.
When
Honestly,
we try to escape physical fights, we could still get injured.
so far my vote's for the infirmary.
There's also like a conservatory or something like that that does
Observer-
mental recovery.
Oh, okay.
Is it the conservatory?
That might be more helpful.
It might have been the butterfly.
I think we have to have something
Botanical
else.
garden.
Botanical gardens. before we do
Yes.
that.
Yeah, you have to have
Yeah.
botanical garden before. But
So
if
what does the botanical garden do?
botanical garden
We
You
is...
have
need
to
a
have a
gardener,
gardener first.
which we don't have.
How much does a gardener cost?
Resources
Gardener,
5.
which we could do. Can provide player characters with 3 doses of weak poison or 1 dose of strong poison during the preparation phase without rolling for resources.
So if we go gardener,
Botanical garden.
botanical garden, and butterfly house,
That's a lot of steps just
Yeah.
to get the one thing.
but you...
But gardener opens up botanical garden opens up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The vault's another good one too, because it unlocks a lot of stuff in the castle.
This is so hard.
But still cool.
It is definitely.
I'm honestly okay with whatever
I don't see
everyone
that.
decides.
I also don't see the vault.
It's past contact, I think. No, it's
Cellar Vault,
Yeah, maybe cellar vault. It is cellar vault.
page 91 in the book and 95 in the PDF.
Here we go.
So each level can store up to 3 common items or weapons from previous mysteries.
Are we really going to be gathering? I mean, we didn't gather anything this time.
Well, we didn't go anywhere this
We were
Yeah.
also here.
Here you go.
Low chart.
Scroll up.
Hey, Rob,
Yeah.
Scroll up.
how much shit are you going to give us? Never mind, I'm kidding. I don't actually want you to tell me. I just thought you would appreciate it at home.
I mean, we might. getting the infirmary is probably the best thing to do right now.
For immediate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have 4 arcs. Maybe we can... Well, the upgrades come at the end of the session.
Unless we want to just do Gardener now.
Because that would take our full thing to get
Basically,
mental
yes.
health recovery, yeah.
Or you could also get the map room.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
One of the player characters gains an extra advantage for mystery, an old map.
Ooh.
We would have to have a library or professor first.
You do have a library.
Oh, you gave us the library freebie. Got it.
Yes, it's available from the start.
Look at that. Got it.
Of course, Occult Library would also be really nice.
It would be. Yeah, I almost want to say the Occult Library. Once per mystery, a player can gain a free success on a roll for locating or understanding occult knowledge.
And that's pretty
Player
good.
must state what information the character recalls.
And then from there we can get an Occult Workshop, Occult Temple, and
Archive.
then Occult Archive.
I do like that.
What's the Occult Temple give us?
The occultist approves.
So I feel like what has to happen, if you're going with that, is that the book that you put in on the shelf,
Yeah.
click.
Yes. Fuck yes.
So is that what we're going with?
Yeah,
Fuck yes.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Let's do it.
And that's
that's 5 points.
5
you have
points.
one development
So we
point
have
left.
1 left.
Anything cost 1?
No.
No, so put that in your pocket for next time.
Your mom.
I also feel like, you know, I'm okay with you guys racking up pretty high scores because we have
You're
3 more
right.
episodes.
You're right.
Mhm.
You should give us 5 more. Let's
Funsies.
We'll get there.
get this castle our crib.
All right, so that is Vaesen. I hope that you all enjoyed it, watching us or listening to us as much as we enjoyed playing. I think this is going to be a fun, spooky game that will mix laughs and terror in equal measure. So we'd like to thank you for spending some time with us. We hope to see you again soon. For Theater of the Mind Players, we are
Tawny P. Thompson.
Ethan Exit Anderson.
Sarah Babe.
Jordan Fishburne.
Tony Cheek.
and as always, our Lord of the Board,
Brad Davies.
From all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, we would like to remind you to please wear your masks, wash your hands, get your vax. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Anyone else want to throw any other ones in there?
Get your damn vaccines, man.
So double vax, please.
Yeah.
Get your booster if you need it.
Yeah.
And just repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax. Have a good night, everybody. Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.